Right, the second task that we have requires us to look very carefully at the words written in the script here and to change them to produce an entirely different molecule. We'll see that if you follow the script, we add a carbon atom to a molecule, and we add another carbon atom to a molecule, and we add a CC bond to that molecule. If I can just make this bigger so you can see what we've got. And the type of bond we're adding is a double bond. After we've done that, we add hydrogen atoms to fill the vacant valencies, and we clean it. So the next task is asking you to make a molecule of hydrazine, and of diazine, sorry, and diazine is very similar to ethene, except that it's got nitrogen atoms. So the question is, how can we change this to have 2 nitrogen atoms instead of 2 carbon atoms? The answer is quite simple. We can simply change the carbon that we've got there to a nitrogen and the other carbon to a nitrogen, and we can run it, and you'll see that what's happened is that it hasn't added as many hydrogen atoms. Let me change the view to it hasn't added as many hydrogen atoms as it did before, because the software knows very well that the valence for nitrogen is 3 and not 4 like carbon, and so we have very easily changed it to diazine. Of course, you might want to tidy up some things. So you see the length of a CC double bond is 1.2102. Does not make sense here, so you might want to change the way things are written, and you might want to say, well, the length of the N bond is something. You might want to change the names of a bonds. We've called it CC bond. You might want to change it and call it NN bond to tidy it up if you really would like to. But as it is at present, if I rerun it now, we can see that we've been successful in creating diazine. Right. The step beyond this says, well, can we adjust the script to not have a double bond but have rather a single bond? And that involves looking at the script and saying, well, where is the double bond created? And we'll see it's at this point. The bond, the create bond, which bonds atom 1 to atom 2, which is incorrectly named at present, but it will work. Create bond incorporates the double bond into the molecule. So can we then see, will it work if we change that double now to a single? And let's see if that works. If we now run that, yes, you'll see that you end up with a molecule with a single bond. Let's make it easier to see, and that there is hydrazine, and you can rotate it to check that what you've got. Please don't forget that at every stage, when you've got your diazine, for example, you need to copy and go to your document, your running document that you're eventually going to email me, and paste in whatever you think will best show that you have completed the task. So here, certainly I can see from the molecule that some success has been achieved, but you can also copy and paste the text in if you feel that's going to show me that you've been successful in that task.